We are live. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Zoom.
We are live. Hello, folks. This is Oli Does Lending with OneTrust Home Loans. My co-host, actually, he's right. Where is he? I can never get this right. You go there. He's right there. Are you below me? Yeah, that guy, Tommy.
I'm above you on mine. It changes for everybody. Oh,
He's somewhere. Tommy, my co-host, right there.
So I think we're gonna have we may have a couple others from our Wolfpack joining us. Right now is just chaotically crazy out there. So everybody is running around trying to finish their day every single week. So, but let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's talk some real estate. We have a lot of pitches today, so we'll just kind of jump into them real quick. Hold on. Let me.
I like Molly's attitude. She's like,
Alexa off. My Alexa just turned off.
Times in real estate where you have 10 times more buyers than homes that are available.
Right. Okay, let's share a screen. Let's see what we got here. So let me get it all the way back up to the beginning here. See if I can get into presentation mode. All right.
No. Can't believe it.
I'll tell you, man. This week has been insanely busy. Insanely busy.
That's right.
So let's throw plugs out there. Ollie, introduce yourself.
Oli Amarkees with OneTrust Home Loans. All your financing needs, construction, home loans, all the portfolio products, and I am one of your proud sponsors. And besides myself, we have Mike Davis from the Real Estate Inspection Company. We have Annie Taylor from Granite Escrow, and the one and only Mr. John Ruff with Rough and Ready Movers. So they're always doing big things, and the man is super active. And last but not least, the man in the myth, Tommy Dutcher himself.
Tommy Dutcher, California Title Company. If your title company raised their prices last week, you need to call me. Most title companies raised their rates, if you don't know, last week across the board, except for yours truly. So,
but if you don't
down to price,
if you don't, you'll raise your price next week.
No.
This week.
No. So, all right, let's jump into it. How about a market update, a little bit of market update. Let's get a feel for where we're at here. Not a whole lot of changes from last week in any category across the board. Total actives in Temecula went up a little bit, which was good. We've been seeing total actives drop. It's the first week in over probably 10 weeks, 12 weeks, we've seen actives actually increase from prior week. Even though they've only increased it a handful, it's still from 147 to 159 in Temecula. These are single family residents. 164 currently active in Murrieta. That is exactly the same as last week, no change. Total pendings went up on both fronts. Temecula current total pendings are 314. 352 total pendings in Murrieta. Both of them slightly up from last week. Homes sold in the last 30 days. Actually, Temecula is down 7 from last week. So 200 homes in the last 30 days sold in Temecula. 219 homes in Murrieta, up from 205 last week. But here's where it's interesting. Sold in 10 days or less, right? So gone pending in 10 days or less is completely increasing week over week over week. So Temecula increased from 99 to 102 homes in 10 days or less. And Murrieta, 95, up from 88. And we've seen that number jump almost between, on average, about 10 to 15 properties per week which is a direct correlation to usually total actives, right, being so low. There's just lack of inventory out there. So as soon as something hits the market, if you have a listing right now, you know that if it's in decent shape, you got limes forming, you know. It's insane how many houses are being seen on a daily basis and how quick they're moving. So coming soons, I think people are realizing, agents are realizing that it doesn't start days on market, so those are increasing week over week. There's 23 coming soons in Temecula, 22 in Murrieta. And single story homes under 550, that median average is almost about the same as last week, but decreased in Murrieta. So there's 13 available in Temecula, 14 in Murrieta. And then pool homes under 550, there is 8 available in Temecula, same as prior week, and 15, up 1 from last week in Murrieta. So, you know, ultimately everything kind of remained the same except for those homes sold in 10 days or less, right? Those homes sold in 10 days or less just continues to go up and up and up. So any thoughts on these numbers? These are through today. Wow, crickets. Wow, everybody's living it, man. Everybody's living it. I'm telling you, it's insane out there.
Do you see this staying this way long term?
Until inventory levels rise, yeah, I do. As long as inventory levels are as low as they are, we're going to continue to see this because there's just nothing out there. The buyers are there. Why? Because the interest rates are extremely low, as Ollie alerted to. When you have interest rates that low, the buyers are there because their buying power is still high, but the inventory is just not. I mean, we typically have 360, 380 homes in Temecula available this time of year. We're at 159. Yeah, really low.
And Tommy, that brings up the point. What we preach on this show every single week is we need more, you know, homeowners right now to upgrade their homes and put more homes on the market. That's the only way we get an influx of inventory. Is these are homes, you know, there's so much equity out there that Temecula and Murrieta residents have. We're going to spend more and more times in our homes, unfortunately. Why not upgrade your home? This is a great way to create inventory.
The problem with that is that you can't buy a home unless your home's on the market, and they can't find a home to replace their other home, and so then you're just all locked up. And that's what I see. I'm having a big problem with that because you can't make an offer with a contingency, and so I think
it's just got to be a very, very, very good offer.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
It is tough. And if you want to move up and keep your existing property, right now, the way things are with the tenant laws, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
In regards to COVID. Like if someone, you know, gets laid off, you basically just have to let them hang out in your property.
Yeah, it's you know, there's a lot of uncertainty still in the market, and I think until that goes away and inventory levels start to climb, this is the new norm, unfortunately.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, this week has been
I am so curious about what Molly's loving about this. I'm so curious now.
Well, I mean, you know, the more transactions, the more people need my NHD. So it's great for me.
Oh, I love the transactions. Yes, absolutely. I thought you were talking about being back on lockdown. I'm like, yeah.
No. I want to like hug everybody. I want to go to concerts. I'm one of those people, but I follow the rules.
I know. We're a bunch of rule followers here.
All right, let's jump right back into this. Let's get into the pitches, shall we?
Let's rock and roll.
All right. First, we have properties from prior week that went under contract. Betsy had a condo that went under contract pretty quick, and that's gone. Noreen had this property out in wine country area that had 2 homes on one property. That's gone.
Nice.
Daryl's Island Bay went back into escrow, so that's under contract.
Hey, Daryl.
That's
there you
gone.
go.
Good job.
That's awesome.
So let's see, is Dawn on with us?
I think he was on and dropped off. I don't know if
He was on and dropped off, huh?
Yeah, I don't see him. That's another hot property on his end.
It's a big old house with a big old garage.
Yeah,
Right?
let's
Great curb appeal.
I don't mind being quarantined in that.
right.
Right?
Let's go ahead and we'll come back to it because I think he's going to come back on. So let's start with Sarah.
All right. Hi, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Thanks for having me on. So I have a number of properties to kind of present today. So I'm going to go through how to find my notes. So the first one right here is 41511 Yorba Ave. This property is located, actually, I just noticed the price has been reduced to $810. So it just was reduced. And this is in Old Town Temecula. It is a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom kind of ranch style home. It's really cool. I actually had the opportunity to go and show it a couple weeks ago. And it does sit on just over 2 acres of land. So you get a lot of land with the property. It's in a nice private cul-de-sac and big open floor plan. And there's a lot of kind of yard to it, which is really cool. So this one, yeah, is still available and the price has just been reduced.
To 810.
810, yes,
Yep.
to 810.
And then we have Clover Lane.
Yes, Clover. Sorry, I got a lot going on. Okay, Clover Lane. This is a 2-story home in a gated community of Country Glen and listed at 410. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,332 square feet. It has a garage, 2-car garage attached, built in 1993. This one is a little bit more difficult to show. It is tenant occupied. That's why we don't have too many indoor photo or inside photos at all, interior photos. So you will need to contact us directly to schedule that showing, but it is in a very desirable neighborhood of Country Glen, and you can see the amenities right there. Nice big park, pool, and a big area for the kids. It's a low HOA, only 130, so that's pretty good, and it also has low taxes on this property. So again, that's listed at 410.
And then this is a fairly new one in Escondido.
Yeah,
Condo?
this is the newest listing, just listed a couple days ago, a condo in Escondido. 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 896 square feet. This is located, it's listed at $315,000. It is cool because it has an attached 1-car garage, as you can see in that photo. And this is located on the east side of Escondido, but it's close to main roads. So it's easy access to freeways. It has been upgraded, as you can see. And it does have a cool little backyard patio area, which is awesome. It is a 2-story condo, so that's a little bit different. And there's a bathroom downstairs, which is nice. But it has been upgraded, and that was just listed.
At 310. It's a great price down there.
Yeah, really good price. And it has a community pool. So that's nice too. Okay, here we go, Cariciano. This is a property in Fire Mountain. Really desirable neighborhood of Oceanside. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, completely remodeled. Looks really beautiful inside. Has great curb appeal, giant windows. You can kind of see it in that front photo. It has really giant windows, so the lighting inside is really nice. And it's on a private cul-de-sac. You only have one house kind of behind you, and that's about it. And then there's all that, it's real private. You can see the backyard. There's trees covering it. So fully upgraded. Really beautiful, nice, desirable neighborhood of Oceanside, only 2.5 miles away from the beach and about half a mile away from the 78 and the 5 freeway. So it's a really great location. listed at 940. Okay, Wreath Place. Here we go. I don't have that one. Okay, so this one is a single family home, single level in Tustin, listed at 839,990, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet. This property is interesting because it has 2 lots. It's actually 2 lots. The backyard is considered a separate lot and actually has a separate address, which is pretty cool.
But they can't be split. So it is 2 lots. It can be built on, but they can't be split apart because they share the same legal description. So there would be a process that a new owner would have to go through to be able to split the lots and sell off one of them.
Right. Yeah.
And here's some interior photos.
Yeah, interior photos. Thank you.
My favorite.
Okay, so this one's really cool. This one's, I think, a fairly new one. This one is in Long Beach. It is located in the heart of Belmont Shore. So it's about walking distance to shops and restaurants and the beach. The sales price is $954,000. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 851 square feet. The seller has also, it says stamped remodeled plans for a 2nd floor. That's worth $10,000. That will be included with the sale. So that's really cool. And there is no HOA on this property. Really, really cool home in Long Beach.
Dapple Drive.
Okay, Dapple Drive. This one is fairly new too, in Rancho Cucamonga. This one's ready to go. I mean, it's a really beautiful, gorgeous home. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. It's listed at $780,000 in Rancho Cucamonga. Everything's pretty much been upgraded within. It is a 3-car garage. You can see, look at those beautiful floors, fireplace, cute little backyard. So this one's really ready to go, ready for a buyer to move right in. They just need to bring their clothes. It's ready to go. Awesome. Listed at $780,000.
All right, the 2 manufactureds in Willamar.
Yeah, so the 2 manufacturers, 24985. Oh, that's the wrong address.
No, there's 2 of them. They're next door to each
it
other.
is. Okay, 24985 and 24965. Okay, so 24985 is the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,410 square feet. This is on 2.65 acres. So a ton of land out here in Wildomar, right off of Clinton Keith. And like Tommy mentioned, so this one was fully redone, fully gutted, brand new flooring. The appliances will be installed upon opening escrow. So that's good. And totally redone, really beautiful. And then right next door.
And both of these will be put on permanent foundations in the process of the sale. So by the in escrow, they'll be put on a permanent foundation.
Yeah. So, and then this is the second home that's right behind it, directly behind it. It's also on over 2 acres of land. This one's about just under 2.5. And 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Is it the same? It's not the same.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Same floor plan, same kitchen layout, different colors and different things like that on the inside, but ultimately same exact size, bedrooms and everything. And they both share a well. So there's an easement for the well, and both these properties pull from the same well and share the well.
Mm-hmm. And they also share
the distance between them.
Yeah, and they share like a kind of a private road. You can see that road that goes along. And so the first is that front property, and then right directly behind it is that second one. So it's a really cool opportunity, a lot of land and a really nice homes.
Okay, so Brittany just texted me, she's still out showing, and she has this one that was in escrow. It's now back on the market. So this is in, I believe this was the Morgan Hill area.
I think it's Morgan Heights, actually.
Yeah. It's 34112 Hartwell, and it's priced at $835. This thing is immaculate inside and out. It's got a brand new swimming pool that was just installed recently. Sits on the butt of a cul-de-sac with nice views. So if you're interested in this property, reach out to Brittany at 951-428-0833. All right, we have a couple coming soon things and an investment opportunity. So Betsy.
Oh, yes, this is my lawn dairy. It's beautiful, beautiful home in Anaheim Hills. It's just stunning. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. My clients bought the home about a year and a half ago, and they are leaving for a job, so they want to sell. And this thing it's just immaculate. But what's best about it are the views. The views outside, panoramic views of all of LA, the basin, out to the ocean, and even Disneyland. You can see the fireworks. So it's a beautiful, beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, 2,200 square foot, all been redone. Everything.
And that's not Photoshop right there in that bottom corner picture. That's actual view from the bathroom.
Yes, yes. The view that is the view from the bathroom. And they took the tub out. This was interesting. They took the tub out of the bathroom. And so under that bench that's under the window, there's still the plumbing there. So if someone has to have a tub, they can certainly put one in. But then, yeah, the next picture, Tommy. Oh yeah, and the kitchen. They expanded the whole kitchen. So when the previous owner redid the home, they completely gutted it. So it's really special. $1,030,000. Hopefully we can get that. I think we can. I already
Anaheim Hills.
want to look at it. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good sized lot and a good sized house for Anaheim Hills. So
yeah.
And with those views, geez,
It's amazing.
it's a beautiful, beautiful property.
Yeah. And they fixed everything. It's immaculate. I couldn't find anything for my Avid. I'm having a little problem. Kick a drawer or something to make it.
Scuff on the light switch.
Yeah.
All right. So we had a last minute addition for Missy. Missy has, Missy, I'm not going to take your thunder. Tell people what this is.
This is my timeshare that I am looking for someone to come and take over. And as I'm pitching it, I'm like, what? Because I love this. I mean, talk about something, a really, right now, getting out of your house and having somewhere extra to go is super special. And this resort is fabulous. Like, we've been to a couple, but right here in Escondido, and not only can you go every other year, but on a daily, you can go every week, you can go to the pool, you can hang out, and it's such a nice day spent. Or we do a weekend, and we've been to like 3 or 4 of them. But the dues are about $2,800 for the year, and that's negotiable, and then like $192 a month. But for everything that you get, it's amazing. The pool area, the service, the inside on the bottom right, that picture, we went there for our 12th anniversary, so that's been a while. But like, I remember baking cookies in the kitchen. Everything was just so amazing. So if you are interested in having a timeshare, and like I said, while you're quarantining, why not quarantine somewhere as fabulous as this? Please reach out to me and we can talk.
All right. So now we can talk real estate. Ollie, what you got, a sandcastle behind you?
I do. See the first sign? No inventory.
No.
Last resort, man. It's the last resort. I'm pulling out all the stops. Seriously.
That's awesome. All right, so now we hit up our buyers' wants and needs. So, man, it's never been more important to tell us what your buyers are looking for. I can tell you that. Because there is no
I got a house that's got doors and walls. You want to buy it? 10 offers.
Hey, does it have 4 walls and a roof? Let's put an offer in. All right, so let's just start at least on my top. I don't know what you guys are seeing. So Daryl, sir, what do you have?
Same thing. Still looking for distressed properties for a investor in Hemet, San Jacinto areas. 7-day close, all cash, or Riverside.
Or Riverside, Hemet or Riverside. Okay, any other buyers, standard buyers or anything?
No, well, I'll talk offline on that.
Yeah, you're not dealing with those people anymore. But I hear Brenda in the background. What she got?
You got it.
All right, Betsy, what do you have? Who are you working with?
Boy, I have a whole line of them, and we're all waiting in line at every house with all the other agents waiting in line patiently at every house. I have 2 buyers, 435 and below, need 3 to 4 bedrooms, at least 2 bathrooms, big yard. Of course, they all want a pool, but that's going to work. And of course, they want it in Temecula. And if they go to Marietta, maybe even Lake Elsinore.
You saw how many pool homes there were.
There's nothing. Yeah, I get it. So, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have. And then I have an investor looking for some land and
Where at?
ready to go. Lake Elsinore, Wildemar, anything south. I mean, I think he has a limit, 120 or under, which is low, but he's pretty seasoned, so he'll be quick. You know, if he likes it, he'll just buy it. It's easy. So,
Well, Daryl, there's nothing you guys already swooped up that you know of. Let Betsy know.
please. Other than
Sure.
that,
What lot size?
it's about at least 5 up to, 5 or more. I think he'd probably like about 6 or 7 would be good, but most of them are in the 6s, so it's easy. Yeah, so I just have quite a few buyers just waiting for, the perfect home in line with everyone else.
Yep. Missy, are you working with any buyers right now?
No, I actually gave them to my colleague, the one that I had.
Well, aren't you nice?
Yeah.
There you go.
Right. And I mean,
No,
it's going to be
please,
amazing.
please take it. Please take it.
Take them. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to wait.
don't know.
There's nothing to buy.
I don't
There's nothing to
know.
Go ahead and take that.
Right.
You're not gonna find the house anyway. Go ahead.
Right.
They're moving in with me. That's what's going to happen.
That's not nice to rub it in.
Right. Oh, Sarah, are you working with buyers?
Yes, I have an investor buyer looking for a couple more flips, actually, anywhere in Riverside County. We're also looking in San Diego County, if anyone works down there or knows of anyone looking down there. But we are looking for a couple more to close on pretty fast. So we're eager and ready to put an offer on some properties.
All right. A lot of investor stuff. Hello, Sherry and Ron.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We have a mobile home coming up. I don't know if this interests Daryl, but it's a modest fixer. I don't know. It's in a park, but should be a very, very good deal.
It's in Hemet.
It's in Hemet, and it's a 2-bedroom. I'm still getting all the details on it. Over in Saboba Mobile Home Estates, it's going to be really, really
Right across from the
good deal.
casino.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're interested in something like that, Daryl, but we have that coming up.
Is that a 55 and over park?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I think, you can pick it up pretty inexpensively and make a few bucks on it, so that could be a good one. And then we do have a buyer that we are working with in Malibu. And we're looking for a 5-bedroom, 4+ bath. He's looking for contemporary design from floor to ceiling windows, oceanfront views. He needs a pretty large home.
Pretty large lot.
Yeah, to accommodate a music studio, recording studio. And his budget is up there, about 20 million. So if anyone knows of anything coming up, I can be reached at 951-315-3201. And I'm with eXp Realty.
Wow.
And it is a cash buyer.
20 million cash. Mom,
He's, it's going to have to be a really special property, obviously, for that price range, but it's pretty easy to work with so far.
sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Let's talk community stuff, things that are going on. Molly, you got anything?
I do, yeah. Sorry, I had to switch devices. I disappeared for a second.
No worries.
My Zoom crashed. I don't know what happened. Anyway, yeah, there are a couple things I'd love to mention. I know Missy had asked about the Big Brothers Big Sisters thing, and I told someone to connect with you, so I hope they did connect with you. No? Uh-oh. Okay.
Not yet. That's okay.
Okay, so we're kind of changing some things because we can't bowl. So anyway, but aside from that, there are a couple of really important things going on. One is our 4th annual back to school drive that we do through our YPN at SRCAR. We have a local foster agency that we have been a benefactor of for a few years. Actually, this is our 4th annual, so quite a few years. What we do is we collect school supplies for these kids. If you don't know much about foster care, there are some absolute angel foster parents out there, but for a lot of these kids, it's kind of a rough life. So what we want them to have the experience of is knowing people care about them, and we want to set them up for success in the school year. And this year it's more important than ever because it's going to be virtual most likely. So, the schools will typically cover the supplies the kids don't have, but this is a different situation. So, and we have the channels with the Kamala EE Family Foster Agency in Lake Elsinore. They're going to do all the distribution. So they know where the needs are. So nothing will be wasted. If you're interested in this, I will drop the link. Let me just pull it up real quick for the Amazon wish list. So you can go on Amazon, spend $5, $10, $500, whatever you want. And if you've got Prime, it's free shipping and it just ships right to the Board of Realtors, and then YPN will take care of getting it up to the foster agency.
Do you have that wish list on your computer there?
If I can get it. Let me
Okay.
just. The other thing.
I can give you access to share if you want to share it live.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. And then the other thing is we have our annual reverse raffle, and our charity that we're targeting for that, this is also through YPN, by the way, is Project 99, which is a local teen suicide prevention organization. It's founded by some parents who unfortunately lost their child to suicide. And what they do is they go to the local high schools and they talk to the kids. It's an epidemic in our nation right now, teen suicide. It's absolutely tragic. So we're trying to do what we can to prevent that. What we're doing is we're selling reverse raffle tickets. So each ticket's $100, and we only sell 100 tickets, and there are 2 winners. So your chances are 1 in 50 to win $1,000 prize. And the options are a local staycation, which includes a bunch of stuff, and then a MacBook Air, or $1,000 cash. So you have options if you're the winner, and both people could pick the same prize. So it's not like
if the first person takes the MacBook and that's what you wanted, you can't get it. No, we'll accommodate that. So consider, if you've had a good year, a good month, a good half year, maybe forking over $100 at a chance you might win something and being a part of something really big. But we're going to be able to give at least $8,000 to this organization, and they have never had a major donation before. They are usually getting, $100 here, $100 there. So we'll be able to expand their reach. We're going to just change their whole organization with what we can give them. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me. The easiest way to remember to contact me is my email address. It's molly@mynhd.com, and I can help you out with that if you're interested.
Nice. Yeah, if you could, Molly, if you could, on our Weekly Valley Pitch page, under this live video that will be posted there, maybe
Perfect.
put what that back to school drive wish list looks like.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Awesome. Okay. I'll do that. Thank you.
All right, anybody else have anything to share? Wow, you guys are so quiet. You guys must have been so busy this week that you're just so tired you don't have any energy to talk.
I just like hearing Betsy talk about, we're just going to get in line for the next house.
Yeah, we have something to share, Tommy.
Yeah.
So if any agents are interested, our company has statewide broker meetings every Tuesday at 9 a.m. in our cloud campus. So we are providing guest passes to our state broker meetings. If anyone would like to attend, just contact me and I'll get you a link to get access to our world environment.
I'll throw a plug in there. I've actually attended one of those. They're actually really cool. It's kind of like, it's not kind of, it is. It's a virtual world. You have like a little avatar and you can walk around inside of this virtual world. You can stand next to somebody, tap them on the shoulder and have live conversation with them. I mean, it's pretty neat. And there's different training rooms and stuff that they have going on that you can pop into. And it's literally like you're there in person, but virtually. It's pretty neat.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, we have our California State Broker meeting every Tuesday morning at 9. And our broker, they provide updates on COVID and they go over the new contracts that are coming out. And they just keep us really, really current with all of the changes that are going on right now in the market. So, this is open to any agent with any brokerage. You're more than welcome to come. We'd love to have you as our guest. So just, reach out to me. My number is 951-315-3201 if anyone is interested. We'd love to have you.
All right. Ollie, what do you got?
Yeah, Tommy. So I was going to bring something up. So we had a case study done, and it's kind of interesting. I wanted to share with everyone about what's going to happen with home ownership right now with millennials. I think the reason why there's so many buyers is prioritization of owning home ownership has gone through the roof. So I think millennials right now value home ownership more than anything else, and this trend isn't going to stop. So I think the more and more we educate people on, being proactive. Right now, you can't be a lazy borrower and not have all your ducks in a row because the seller is being extremely, extremely picky. So I think all of us have stories of, great listings going on the market, and the next day they have how many offers? 12, 13. So I think it's really, really important right now we educate borrowers, especially that are making great income. Our credit, they're responsible with their credit. It's going to be a tough market, even if you're a great borrower, because there's just no inventory. So I think it was to share that because we're going to continue to expand further and further out. And I know Mr. Self has a lot of projects in Lake Elsinore. So I think there's a lot of great things to coming, but there's definitely going to be a shift in real estate.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that buyers are getting a better response if they come in, not just with a good pre-approval, but a full approval, like of course, everything done?
Right now, right now we have a lot of first-time home buyers, and we'll get them into underwriting 1. They'll be done. So that way we can, once they find the right home, we could get it from beginning to end in 21 days. So that's why we're doing all that 2 weeks. So we cut it dramatically, and I think that makes the offer more attractive. And then we'll call the other agent on the other end right away. So that way they know, like, hey, look, this is done. They're employed. They've been at their employer. Just reassure them that that's the best offer and that they need to take that one.
Okay. And
I think right now it's really important.
okay. I have another question, but move on and I'll get back if I remember it.
No, ask it. Oh, you don't remember it?
Yeah.
She's not being shy. She's like, I'll just get right back in line, wait, and go to the next one.
I'm used to it. We're doing it every house, every day.
I have to write everything down because I'll forget it in 2 seconds, if not.
Oh, I know. I just, it's certainly pretty tough out there in the market. And are you seeing appraisals improve, or are they getting pushed up at all with the demand?
That's a great question, Betsy. Tommy and I had a very interesting conversation about the Riverside, what I'm seeing there. We've seen some appraisals actually coming under, and in San Diego, it's been the reverse. And even I have some deals in Bay Area right now where it's been reversed. So I think some properties are actually coming over. I've had a few of those, but Riverside, it's just strange right now because I've seen several that have actually come under when it comes to appraisal.
Now, you mentioned the Bay Area. You mean they're coming in higher?
Yes. Yeah. The appraisal, I just had one come in for a refi. It came in 150 higher.
And Betsy, it's funny you brought that up because I had this conversation with another Zoom yesterday. So I had polled 10 agents that have listings in escrow and asked, like, hey, where'd your appraisal come in? 6 of the 10 were at value or better.
Okay.
4 of the 10 were slightly undervalued. So, like, there was one in Lake Elsinore, $3,500 over what the listing sales price was. There was one in Moval, $5,000 over. There was another one in Wildemar. It was $3,800 over.
The appraisal was coming in over.
Coming in over. So
Wow.
6 of the 10 were either at value or better. 4 of the 10 were slightly undervalued. On the worst one, $4,800 under. So, I mean, it's kind of hard. I would say this: the ones that were under, 2 of the 4 were appraisers from outside the area, meaning completely other counties, etc. You may want to ask about that going into it, right? Because if the lender's located in LA, more than likely, the third party that they book the appraisal through is going to book it with an LA appraiser. They're going to drive from LA to Riverside or LA to San Diego. And, they don't know the market there. They're not doing appraisals there on a daily basis. So I think that plays a part as well because, again, 2 of those 4 were out of area appraisers. So for whatever that's worth.
Well, I usually make sure they're local or they're nice. And if they're not, then we move on quickly because I just don't want to deal with it.
We have enough challenges right now. You don't need to add any more.
That's exactly it. I mean, we've seen a lot of creativity happening, with the different offers and things like that I hear. And, you're trying to write that as clean as possible and as tempting as possible. And, sometimes, Betsy and I had this conversation this morning. Sometimes the highest offer is not always the best offer, right? Sometimes there may be a $5,000 gap between the highest offer and another offer, but the offer that was 5,000 less was really clean, really strong, and the one that was 5,000 over necessarily wasn't, right? So it's not always the best offer. Matter of fact, I two that went into escrow and title that hit my desk today, I was told they weren't the highest offer that they went with. So, you know, it really comes down to is, you know, presenting that strong offer that's clean to the point. And, you know, there's a lot of miscellaneous stuff that can be dealt with that can make an offer seem even better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great call out. And I think with so many offers right now going in, I think doing the little extras does make a huge difference. You know, one of the things that OneTrust is going to is we're going to go to e-signing. So we couldn't sell those loans before, but I think every little thing right now that we're focused on is how do we make the experience better? How do we make it more seamless? How do we, you know, cut down? Because people's patience, I think, is kind of thin too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Beth, you like that? You like that, huh? All right. All right.
All right.
Yeah,
And with that, yeah.
okay.
What's up, Nancy? Go ahead.
Oh, I just had an agent that submitted way over on an offer, waived the contingency, the appraisal contingency. So when the appraisal came in low, which we thought it would, all of a sudden they wanted to renegotiate. And they, you know, wasted so much time. And when I asked the agent, I said, this is wrong. You know, you're being dishonest. And she said, well, we do whatever we got to do to get our offer accepted. And I'm like, noted.
Yeah. Okay. You know, a contract's a contract. There is no renegotiating after the fact. You chose to go a certain path.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just because you're going to do that to get an offer accepted doesn't mean that it's going to change.
Right.
Right. It's amazing, but and Ollie, you may be able to speak to this. I've seen more lenders visiting with their clients and the agent touring properties in the last week than I ever have. Like physically in the property, going to, you know, visit properties, talking about writing that offer, what it looks like, you know, lot of lenders out in the field doing that I physically have seen.
Yeah, I think, Tommy, what you're talking about hand-holding, there's a lot more hand-holding going on right now. There's just too many moving parts to just leave it to chance. And the way I look at it for the borrower, if you're not going the extra mile, that offer is probably not going to get accepted. So how do you differentiate yourself, which was what I think Betsy was talking about. And that's why we're going all the extra measures right now. I think that's the only way as a lender and an agent, you got to team up. You got to tackle this so you're even that much more attracted to the seller.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's mind-boggling, some of these things. I mean, Betsy, you and I had a conversation this morning. I mean, with the property that was listed at 407 and you have offers at between 420 and 430, and in that price range, you know, you got people waiving appraisals and, you know, willing to come in with cash, you know, extra when it doesn't appraise and everything. It's so competitive right now with just lack of inventory. It's insane. So, you know, and Betsy and we had this conversation as well. It's like, again, I reiterated this last week. Pick up the phone and call your, you know, agents that you've done business with, those agents you haven't talked to in a while, see what they're going through, ask them what they're doing, see what's working, share ideas, really just break kind of the wall barrier back down if you haven't had conversations in a while, especially if, you know, they're a solid listing agent in the particular area in which you're doing business, you know, with buyers and stuff as well. Because, you know, when you got multiple offers coming in, it does help to know people, right? You know, especially if you've done business with somebody and they've done business with you and it's been a solid transaction that, you know, was nice and smooth versus, you know, potentially maybe even an agent from not in the area, right? That they don't know or what have you. Or, you know, hey, conversation goes a long way. And right now, I feel you need to be having those conversations. Like you need to be reaching out to your fellow agent and, you know, I use the word lightly, but network with them. It's not so much networking. It's just really kind of collaborating and, you know, keep those relations going versus do a transaction and may not ever talk to that agent again for, you know, 5 years.
And we have time right now.
Yeah.
Right.
In some cases, you know, when you're waiting in line to get into show a house, you can pick up the phone and call somebody.
Betsy, we're going to do that all week, by the way. Oh, Betsy, I'm in line again. I'm about to go to Costco. I'm in line.
All right. So one last thing. Next Wednesday, 12:30 is Annie and my Zoom and Learn. You won't want to miss this one. We are having our special guest for that week will be lawyers in blue jeans from San Diego. They are a trust attorney. I have met them many times. They are as solid as it comes and as knowledgeable as it comes. You will not want to miss that if you have questions in regards to trusts, wills, keeping your properties and your private properties out of the court systems, things like that. That's what they're going to be discussing. So ultimately, do not miss that because that is value add that you can be giving your clients that I'll tell you a lot of agents do not understand. Okay. So 12:30, Zoom and Learn. You can find the information on my page. It'll be there usually by Monday, Tommy for Title, on Facebook, or reach out to me direct, tommyfortitle.com, and I will get you that Zoom link if you can't find it. But that will be a Zoom you don't want to miss. All right. With that, thank you, my friends, for
Bye.
joining me.
Seriously. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you guys joining.
Have a good week.
Have a good
You
rest
too.
back half of the week. Stay productive. Have a solid weekend, and we will talk next week.
And
Bye.
$20 house.
let's get back in those lines for the open houses.
Yep.
Stay
All
safe.
right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I'm posting those